right, welcome adventurers and esteemed viewers to a special episode of Shadows of Redemption. This is take 2. I'm RKDM, your host and dungeon master, and tonight we delve into the enigmatic Fortress of Memories in the heart of the Shadowfell. The Fortress of Memories is an ancient and mystical structure that has stood in the Shadowfell for centuries. For countless ages even, its origins are closely tied to the enigmatic figure of the Raven Queen and the history of her realm. Born from the collective memories and emotions of the souls that pass through the Shadowfell, the fortress is a realm shaped by joy, sorrow, love, and despair. In the early days of the Shadowfell, souls traversed the plane without a central place to call their own. Over time, their memories and emotions began to coalesce, giving rise to a structure that mirrored the nature of the Shadowfell itself. The fortress evolved, growing in size and complexity, becoming an amalgamation of countless life stories. With the rise of the Raven Queen, the fortress took on a new significance, serving as a place for trials, a sanctuary and a repository of knowledge. It became a domain that transcended time and space, where the lines between memory, reality, and potential blur. Despite its mystical nature, the fortress is not without its dangers and challenges. Navigating the fortress requires not only physical prowess, but also mental acuity, as adventurers must navigate the shifting landscapes of memories and emotions to reach the heart of the fortress and face the Raven Queen herself. Tonight we explore this sacred place within the Shadowfell, where the past intertwines with the present and where secrets are safeguarded by the echoes of the departed. Join us for a journey filled with mystery, emotion, and adventure. But before we begin, I'd like to invite you to take action for a great cause. We are proud to partner with Gaming for Charity, a fundraiser that unites the gaming and streaming communities to raise funds for the Cancer Society, Starship Foundation, and Heart Kids New Zealand. You can be a part of this incredible initiative by following the Gaming for Charity link on the website or the Twitch channel. Look for the blue logo and join us in supporting these vital charities that make a difference in the lives of many. The shadows beckon and the Fortress of Memories await. Let the journey begin, and remember, your support, whether through views, shares, or donations, counts for a great cause. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey and for standing with us in Gaming for Charity. I will add that I think that the link right now for the Gaming for Charity thing is broken, and I probably need to fix that. I thought it was working. We tested it, but then when I tried to test it just a little bit before this intro, it wasn't working. So hold off if you are going to donate. Just wait a little bit and I will get it sorted after the stream. Cool. So with that, I will introduce you to these guys over here. Here they are. Here they are. Right.
Hello there.
There we go. I got it figured out in the end. Haha. Cool. So welcome. This is Rollstream. That's our channel. We're playing Shadows of Redemption, which is a mini campaign about the Shadowfell and the story of Milford Brixton, who's Barry. You can give us a wave. And Barry, you've had an interesting day, haven't you?
Barry, you're muted.
Yeah, you'll have to bonus action to unmute yourself.
Oh yes, I've had a very interesting day, but I'm sure my day is about to get more interesting still.
That is probably quite likely. So yeah, we are starting a little late this evening. A little late being an hour late for reasons. But we shall get into this. So whereabouts did we leave this off, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember what was going on in our last episode? Want to tell us
we had rescued poor, helpless, useless, worthless Milford Brixton from a flock of giant mosquito creatures, which Rook just killed instantly by himself.
Right.
From the back of his mighty dragonel Jonah. We had this protracted scene of hazing him through the wilderness where he almost drowned in mud, only for us to bravely save him again from the worst of emotions made flesh, the angry, the wretched, the sorrow-sworn. we had a brief little rest in a ruin, and then made our way to the Fortress of Memories, where we tried to escape a deep crow. Neralai used some of her powerful magics to distract it, but upon us landing, it was not drawn away, and we are entering deep, scary, big old combat.
Right. So, yes, you're entering deep, scary, old combat. So we have a little mappy here that we made. Well, we made that an incarnate. I'm quite proud of it, to be honest. There you go. You can have a look. These guys have landed their dragonels just down here. You can see I imprinted my logo in the map. Isn't that clever? I should get bonus points for that. So that's the Raven Queen's logo, actually. Funnily enough, that's what it was supposed to be in the first place. So, as we begin, you've flown across this vast wasteland with your companions on your shadow drakes, shadow dragons, shadow dragonels, and you've flown in here, I believe, why does her name always escape me?
Neralai?
Neralai, that's right. So she cast mirror image on herself, was it?
No, mirror image.
Something similar. It wasn't mirror image.
Some other illusion speller drew it away.
Right. And so she drew it away for a few moments as you, the three of you flew down. And Barry, you were on, Milford was on the back of Rook's Drake, was it?
Yeah, the two of us were together.
Right. And so you two landed on this cliff edge, and as you can see, there's a bit of an old gap there, a bit of a drop. In fact, to make this a little bit more interesting, let's go over here. Now we can see even more clearly what's going on. So, is this where you people are going to be at the beginning of this moment, this encounter, so to speak?
Yeah, I think that's definitely where Rook and Brixton have landed.
Okay.
Neralai, as a cleric, is probably trying to lead us into the fortress on her own,
so
separated from
we'll
us.
Put her up at the front then.
Yeah.
Very good. So at that moment, this appears, which is our dear friend, one of these. I'm going to bring up his stats in a moment. Not for the players though. Haha. Looks like this. Can you see that, people in the audience? That is a deep crow, and it's about to fuck them up, believe me.
Also, just before we go on, I just want to make a really quick shout out to what we're doing our music through, Tabletop Audio. We don't have to call them out like we did with Sirenscape. I'm just calling them out because it is such an easy thing. I'm using 3 sound pads, and it's seamless.
Right.
So, highly recommended, guys.
Right, so we're making improvements all the time. Soon we'll just have to get some new actors and a new DM.
I'll be so easy to replace, because you could just find anyone, shave them, we all look alike.
Right. Well, we could probably shave Joanne and just replace... Joanne, you haven't said a word since we've started. Are you on mute or something?
I was on mute, yeah.
You were on mute, just checking. Okay, so it's the sound good, people. I want to just check that with our players. Can you guys hear us all equally and decently? Oh, yeah, love the gaming for charity. Nice. Okay, joys of being able to edit, yes. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that we are all audible and pictures are working. You guys can see the virtual tabletop. So this is a new virtual tabletop which we have just started playing with. We used Roll20 last week as a bit of an experiment then. This is the Above VTT, which seems to be even better. It's designed for Dungeons & Dragons alone. It's free, and I really like it. So, the Deep Crow flies down, and as it does, it swipes at our dear friend, was it Neralai? Neralai. It swipes at Neralai, and because dear Neralai can't be here tonight, the plot shall take over momentarily, and it just casts her off her dragonelle onto the ground in front of you all. It looks at you, squawks up into the air, and takes a couple of steps forward, crushing her beneath one of its claws, and then just picks her up in one claw and breaks her body.
Shit. We're one down.
Casts her to the side over there somewhere. Let me unlock her. Right.
Make yourself useful.
Group. So she gets thrown over here somewhere. I'm going to put a condition on her to tell us that she's dead. Because
There's a condition for dead in this thing?
The dead condition.
The dead condition. Well, there's a custom condition that's red. So I can use that.
I do love
one.
the corpse condition, as my favorite.
Is there a corpse condition?
I'm just assuming it is, but it should be.
Well, there's a
No corpse
prone
in
condition.
hell.
Well, there's an unconscious condition. We can use that. That
That'll
sounds
do.
good. Okay, so she's got 2 conditions on her over there. For the audience, this is what that looks like. Whoops. Right. So she's got those dots and shit. Cool. Alright, so he's thrown her over there, and then the Deep Crow is beginning to do stuff. Now we're going to roll for initiative momentarily. I'm going to select the whole lot of you, and I'm going to add you to our combat tracker. Bring up the combat tracker over here. For the players, for the audience, that's what a combat tracker looks like in this particular virtual tabletop. Alright, so currently I have initiatives for everyone except Rook.
Alrighty, sorry, I was just
Milford.
lining other things.
Oh.
Initiative coming in.
I don't think
Look
I
at that, I
rolled
got a natural 20 for 24.
24. Okay. Hasn't updated it. Yes, it did. It updated it by itself. I love
There
it.
we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so it updated the initiative. Excellent. So Rook's 24. Your Dragonelle is at a 20. Now, last week we did a thing where we just put our Dragonelles with our players in the initiative order. Do you want to do that again this week? It might just keep it simple.
I think that's best.
All right, so Rook's Dragonelle is at a 24. The Deep Crow has a 19. That's not there. Okay, so the second Dragonelle is at an 11, but we need to put it with Isolde. So Isolde, you got a 5, is that right?
Yes, that
Okay.
is correct.
All right, and there is a third Dragonelle.
Do you want me to roll for Brixton's initiative?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. So that is a... Brixton has got +5 to his initiative for a total of 16 when it comes up.
16 when it comes up. Okay. Ooh, better fix the old dice roller in there. Always, every week. You would think that it would stay and it would keep its shit together, but no, every week you have to readjust every single little detail. So tedious. I look forward to the future. Okay, so Rook has his... not Rook, Milford. What did you say he got?
I rolled 11 on the dice and it's +5. He has a +5 to initiative, so it's 16.
16, okay. I'll enter that manually because it did not update Milford.
I can't roll Milford's sheet, unfortunately. I have to roll it. I have to read it manually on the side.
Alright, so I've removed Caitlin's character from initiative.
Cool.
Oh, I love the fact that I can remove things from initiative in this. Oh. Okay, cool. Very good. Rook, it is technically your turn.
Okay, I think Rook... So just remind me, a bonus action to command our Dragonelles?
Yeah, that's how I'm running it today. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Rook is going to... He's going to, I think, use his movement to dismount Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that's half of his movement to dismount something, right?
Yes. Far as
Okay,
I know.
cool. And he's going to then... So I'm just... Gotta get used to this new thing. So that's 15 feet this way. So he's gonna move there. Up. Gotta select it. You gotta move between the things, guys.
Move
okay, cool.
between the things.
So then, for his bonus action...
Why is your head sideways? You've been turning your tokens around.
Maybe, you don't know.
Look at that.
Okay, cool. He is going to cast lightning. He's going to pull out his moon sickle. It's going to glow.
All right.
And he's going to tap a bolt that's already lodged into his crossbow
Okay.
and cast lightning arrow on it.
Lightning arrow on a bolt on his crossbow.
Yep.
All right. So he's going to roll to hit.
And let me just double check to see what the thing does. Next time you make a ranged weapon attack, you can spot the weapon's ammunition or the weapon. Okay, cool. Make the attack roll as normal before I do the rest of the spell. So my first attack is going to be with my crossbow. Ooh. Okay. With an 11, I have almost definitely missed, and that was really cool for a second. Regardless, whether I hit or miss, each creature within 10 feet of the target must make a dex saving throw. So, even though I missed, it has to make a 17 dex saving throw.
Still has to make a 17 dex saving throw. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. His dexterity is a +3, I see here. So let's see what that rolls. Let me check out dice log. Why did that not update? Oh, it did. So it's a 10. So it's going to be a fail, I assume.
Yep. So it then takes 2d8 lightning damage. I hope I'm doing this right because I don't play a lot of spellcasters.
Okay.
So first attack, that is a total of 11 lightning damage. And he's going to fire at it again for hopefully this one hits.
Okay.
You're not going to fucking believe this. I rolled a 2 and then a 1.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was a big fail.
Yeah,
Alright,
so it goes wide. Best ranger in the world, my guy.
Okay, so this deep crow has come down. It's cast the other cleric off her dragonelle and cast her against the wall. She landed over there unconscious. It's turned to you. Rook's what? He's fired 2 bolts at it. They were crossbow bolts. Is that right?
Yeah,
And-
both went wide, but the arc of lightning from the first hit it.
Right. So it's taken this bolt of lightning that's kind of covered it for a moment, like a sort of arced across its body. Its feathers aglow briefly, and you can smell the tinge of burnt feathers across its body. It squawks out loudly and shuffles, turning towards you, Rook.
That's right.
Now, Rook, your dragonelle's turn.
So because I didn't use a bonus action to command it, can it just move?
It can just move, but it moves. Okay. Yeah.
So I was just going to. I think he's probably done this sort of thing with Jonah quite a lot.
Right.
So I think he would just use Jonah to kind of fly around it. For some reason, though, I cannot see the sheet. Everything's just gone black for me. So if you could just move Jonah maybe 15 feet away from the deep crow.
Jonah, this guy here.
Yeah.
15 feet from the deep crow, sort of about there.
Yeah. Oh, I assume because I can't see.
You can't see anything. You can.
Yeah, it's just gone completely black. I might have to just reload the map.
Yeah, try that. Also, you can log into the stream if you want to, as another option.
Got it. I've got it open, just in case. I assume you've moved him where I want to. And that'll be at the end of Jonah and Rook's turn.
Okay, very good. At that point, it is the deep crow's turn. Its movement on the ground is not very fast, but it can move 20 feet towards your dragonelle. 1, 2, 3. Is this your dragonelle or the other one? I'm a little bit confused about that.
My dragonelle was the one closest to Milford.
Ah, okay. So maybe I've moved the wrong dragonelle. So you wanted to move it 15 feet further away from where it already was.
Yeah, just because I think Jonah automatically goes into I need to draw attention away from my master.
Okay. All right. Very good. So the other dragonelle is still where it was, where he cast the cleric off the top of it. So the Dragonelle is going to move up to. Sorry, the Deep Crow moves up to. I keep wanting to say Nyla. Caitlin's. I'm just going to call her Caitlin. Break the verisimilitude. I'm sorry. The Deep Crow comes over to her and takes a swipe at her Dragonelle at least. Now, to do so, it goes for a claw attack, which is going to be a 20. That's probably going to hit her Dragonelle, I'm expecting. Yes. It's going to do... How much damage was that? 10 points of damage, I think? I need to move that off there so I can see what's going on. Yes, okay, 13 points of damage to that Dragonelle. 13. Sorry, I'm just getting my head around the VTT. 13 points of damage. There we go. Okay, then its next attack is against that Dragonelle as well. Second claw comes in. That hits for an 18, I think. Yes, that hits. And I'll do the mandible strike as well whilst I'm here, which is a 14. The mandibles do not hit it, but both claws do. The second one does another 12 damage to that creature. 12. You have to type in -12. It's not working.
We're learning, Delia.
Yeah, right.
Oh dear.
Hold on. Let's try this again. Okay, cool. Now we're there, I think. I think that worked. Cool. Now it is Milford's turn. Milford Brixton.
Okie dokie.
So he's
Yeah,
over.
just Milford.
Okay,
What
now.
are you doing?
What the hell is that?
Now this
That
is
is
a,
a deep claw, my friend.
and it is a,
So
Just
how do
killed
you
one of our
kill it?
party.
it's a huge, terrifying black bird with multiple eyes at the front of it, and a massive yellow double beak that closes this way.
Has it got any spikes on its back then?
It does not have spikes on its back, but it's covered in deep blue feathers, and it's the
Deep blue feathers.
yeah, it's the size of a medium-sized dragon. Greetings, Vancouver by night.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna take out me swords.
You're gonna take out your swords, all right? Very
Yeah.
good. So you're gonna run up to it and attack it, are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're
Yep.
going up. Right. So it's 25 feet to get to it.
Yeah.
Very good. You're next to the Dragonelle. Sorry, to the. Well, you're also next to Caitlin's Dragonelle, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the Deep Crow. Very good. So
Okay.
you're going to make some attack rolls, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. So
Does he get advantage because the Dragonelle's there?
actually, yeah, the Dragonelle is an ally, and it is within 5 feet of the Deep Crow, so that does give him advantage, and will give him a sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once per turn, you can deal extra 5d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack. Okay, grand. And he's just got the one attack action.
Okay.
Cool.
He could also
I'll-
move to flank it, I think, if he's got another 5. No, he would need to go another 15 feet to flank it. So, no, never mind. Can't flank it.
Okay. Alright. Yes, I'm gonna go for this thing now.
Alright, so Milford is making an attack roll. I see
Yep.
the dice is rolling.
Dice is rolling. That's an 11 plus. He has a plus 11 to hit, so that is a 22.
22, very good. That will hit the Deep Crow.
Grand.
Grand.
So that's a
Grand.
d6 plus 7.
Actually, I can pop this out into a new window. Ha ha ha, I love it.
Nice. Okay, so he's got a 4 plus 7, that is an 11 damage.
11
And
damage.
because he hit, I'm going to roll 5d6 for his sneak attack damage now.
Okay, 5d6. 5d6 for his sneak attack damage.
5!
I just want to see Barry's face for this. 5d6.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, gang, my laptop isn't as powerful as it should be. I'll be upgrading to a PC in the distant future.
Yeah, well, we won't be holding our breaths.
Cool, that is a 15 on the sneak
So
attack.
another 15 damage on the sneak attack. Okay, so...
I bet you didn't see that coming, did you?
Well, the creature squawks loudly at that comment.
See, Rook, the idea is to hit it, you know.
Congratulations, I'll tell that to the Striga that the mosquitoes you failed to kill.
I'll do my hide thing. That thing I can do.
You
Attack and hide thing. If there's anything to hide behind.
Well, not a lot. Not a lot to
Okay.
hide behind. It's an open courtyard that you're in.
Okay.
Okay, so let's be clear. You're in an open courtyard. I mean, I didn't describe it very well because I showed people the map earlier and I thought, oh, blah, 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 but I didn't describe it. So what you've got is an open courtyard with a wall at the back of it that is the entrance into the Fortress of Memories.
Yeah.
On either side of the courtyard is a big wall.
Yeah.
Right? Big, colossal walls on either side. The
Yep.
floor of the courtyard is made of a kind of a greeny, browny, grey cobblestone texture, with cracks running in all directions. Some of them huge cracks. And
Is it slippery, the green stuff?
some of it's a little slippery, but it's not slippery enough to be difficult terrain.
Barry, with your cunning action, you can dash, disengage, or hide.
Or hide, but you do have to have somewhere to hide.
I will.
Bearing in mind that if you decide to dash, the Deep Crow could get an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah,
What if I disengage?
you can disengage.
You can disengage, but you haven't got enough any movement left.
Okay, no, leave it as it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. So is that the end of your turn then, Rook? Sorry, I keep saying Rook. It's not Rook, it's Milford.
You've drawn both your swords, right?
Yep.
So you could do a second weapon attack with your bonus action.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's a bit of
Okay.
Okie dokie. Let me just check if he has
You know, there's no point in wasting time.
Okay. So
You might as
that
well
is
do it.
grand. So that's
Grand. That's grand.
That's grand it is. Okay, so... Oh, you're not going to fucking believe this?
Is
It's
it?
a natural 20.
Natural 20 with his second attack. Oh, I hate
So
you.
It's double the dice, but he doesn't benefit from his the +7 to it, I'm afraid,
Right.
because he doesn't have the 2-weapon fighting feat.
Right.
That being said, there's nothing to sniff at.
Nothing to sniff at. Alright, what's the damage, so to speak?
So that's 2d6 now. It's looking like an 8, but because it's a +2 short sword, it's a +10.
Okay, plus 10, so
So it's 10 damage.
10 damage. Alright, I shall record 10 damage. Done.
Oh, and I should just like to make a point. There you are.
I like how humble Milford is. That's my favourite thing about Milford, is his humbleness.
See what I mean, Rook? Yeah.
Alright.
You lack humility.
Who? Who's that?
Alright, so it says Rook's Dragonelle is apparently next, but I think we've
I
got two
just told- I
creatures
just-
labeled
Jonah moved
the
elsewhere.
same
That was
thing, yeah. Okay, so there's that means it must be the Dragonelle, Caitlyn's Dragonelle, gets to attack. So let's see what it can do. Right. So the first thing it does is it lifts up off the ground and begins to fly. It has 60 feet flying speed, so it's going to go doop, ba-doop, 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 around like so. And which point, in fact, it's going to flank from the other side. to try and gain some advantage, and it's going to make a rend attack. 2 rend attacks. First rend attack is a natural 1. Oh
Woof.
dear. So it slips on. Well, it's in the air.
Slips on an updraft.
Slips
Rogue
on
wind.
Right, a rogue wind. I think it misjudges its flight essentially and careens off out of claw strike for its rend, and it loses its attack. So yeah, that's the end of the Dragonel's turn. Dope. Next is Isolde.
Isolde.
Yes.
Dismount.
It's going to dismount.
Then move up this way. How high? How far can she go? Do you think?
30 feet.
60 feet is the maximum distance you can move without dashing.
Right. So, how do I know how far?
What you can do is you can get your creature to dash, but then it doesn't
yeah.
get an attack.
Right.
But you still get an attack.
So to know how far you want to go, Joe, if you look at the top left where it says select and ruler, click ruler, and then you can just drag the distance you want to go.
Ah, right.
So this tool is so handy, Russell.
I know, right?
All right. Oh, look at that! Is so cool. All right. So, the Dragonel can dash how far?
60. Sorry, it can dash 120.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, 45 will do.
What I haven't determined yet is whether you can do the same thing as you can in D&D Beyond, where you go doop, doop, and then you can. You can. So while you're drawing your lines, you can right-click. How do you do it? Yeah, you right-click waypoints,
Yeah.
and then you can circle an object, or do whatever, fly in whichever direction, and it keeps count for you how far you've been.
All right. Well, this is about 45. I couldn't quite get the clicky thing happening.
It's okay.
So that's
Cool.
where the Dragonel goes.
All right. So you've
And-
moved to that location.
Yeah, she's because I'm not sure that Isolde would know that Naralai was dead.
Right.
So she just wants to put herself between Naralai and the thing,
Can you make
and
a-
also wants to get a clear shot so she can cast Ray of Enfeeblement on
Right.
the Deep Crow.
Incidentally, where she landed over here, there is. Oops. Come on. This is a fairly large broken fountain
Oh.
that she's next to. Over there. I have to remember how to ping. You double click to ping instead of holding it down like in Roll20. So it's a little bit different. Okie dokie. So you're going over there and you're casting Ray of Enfeeblement upon the Deep Crow. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. So can I get a? Can you tell me what I'm making a save against? Is it Wisdom
Let's see.
or Dexterity?
Hang on. It's actually it's not a save.
It's not a save. It's a roll to hit, is it?
It's a roll to hit. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Let's have
So
an attack roll.
attack roll. That's a 19.
A 19. That hits. Let's have some Deep Crow damage.
Well, it's not a damage.
Oh, it's not
A
damage.
black beam of enervating energy springs from your finger. So
Uh-huh.
she points a finger at this thing.
Yeah.
Make a ranged spell attack against the target. Did it. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Wow. Okay then.
I don't know if that's going to do much for the Deep Crow now that I read it, but
So
we'll find out.
tell me again what it does. What's it?
He now has only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength.
That's
Okay.
great, because this thing is strong as hell.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So,
And that's a concentration spell, and because it's a spell and not a cantrip, that is me done.
okay, I am going to put a thingy on him. So what you need to do is put the concentration reminder on your token. Did you do that?
I am excited to do that right now.
You're excited to do that.
I am.
Right. It's so exciting. Okay, so I'm putting a red marker on the Deep Crow so I know he has disadvantage on strength attacks.
It's very tiny on my screen, but I do have a little pop on me now.
So remember, you can hold down the control button and scroll in to get closer with your mouse wheel.
Right.
And then you can zoom in and out of the map any way you want. Okay, so that is Isolde's turn, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue. Anything else? No? No? You sure? Okay, very good.
Now she's just looking at Milford to see what he's going to do next.
Alright.
Scrutinizing.
Scrutinizing. Very good.
Judging.
Okay. Alright, so Rook, it's your turn.
Rook saw how Milford made use of the Dragonel's shape to do more damage. So he's going to... Oh, I've got my ruler selected. So he's going to... Even though this wouldn't typically be his main... Oh, what the hell? An unexpected error occurred. One of these values is not... that's weird. Oh, why did it throw me all that over there?
Ah! I'll grab you and bring you back.
Yeah, just chuck me next to the thing, because that's where I want to go. He normally wouldn't get up in the face of this thing in combat, but
Right.
he's going to do it to aid Brixton, let him work to his full potential.
Are you on the left or right hand side of Brixton?
I was there before, so I think I would have gone on the right-hand side of Brixton,
Okay.
right in its face.
Yep, that's kind of as far as you can get.
Cool.
Kind of on top
Brilliant.
of it now.
So, bonus action,
Yep.
casting Ensnaring Strike.
Ensnaring
which
strike. Okay.
We'll see what happens, if anything happens at all, once I've attacked. His moon sickle slashes out, and
Yep.
that is a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. All right. Well, that misses.
Well, shucks. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah. So
And he, to aid the attack, shoots the deep crow in its face, which what does it do? 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Great. That's fucking fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that it hits.
All right. So sickle strike to the deep crow's face with the moon sickle, slashes at it, gouges various feathers across its face, and you scratch its beak, one of its two mandible beaks.
Spectacular.
Doing
That is a
how much damage?
10 piercing damage with my trusty crossbow.
All right.
And as I've shot it,
Yep.
from underneath his half cape, a flurry of crows shoots out and does 1d6 additional piercing damage to it.
All right. Give me that d6.
For 1 damage. Boy,
Aw,
I'm rolling on form today, folks.
They didn't want to. Which way
Crow
is this
noises.
thing up? Is it the right way up? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you do an extra 1 point of damage. That is phenomenal.
You're telling me.
All right. So your Dragonel.
Because I haven't done anything, I think Jonah's just going to keep circling in the air. Give
Okay.
this thing just one more thing to focus on, just for flavor.
Okay. Very good. All right. So at that point, the deep crow turns, and it's going to take 1 attack against Rook, 1 attack against Milford, and then let me think about that. I might see how that goes first. All right. Let me see. So it's got, what is it, minus what against strength attacks?
Sure.
Joanne? You're muted.
Looking.
You're
I-
muted, dear
My
Joel.
apologies. I was looking at spells. Sorry, what was going on?
What is... I know that it's got some sort of disadvantage against strength attacks. What was it again?
It's
It's not disadvantage, it was like minus something.
Yeah, the target deals only half damage
Half
with
damage.
weapon attacks.
Right,
that you
okay,
strike.
cool. Alright, so its first attack is against Milford, and this is going to be a claw attack. But it rolls a natural 1 and scrapes its claw along the floor, hooking it into the earth, into the stone cobbles, and tearing up some of the ground. At that point, I think possibly it loses one of its claws in the ground, and takes damage itself. So I'm going to give it a little bit of damage, a little piece of damage. Alright, but in this case, because it took damage, because you always take some sort of penalty when you get a natural 1 in my games, it still gets to attack. So it's either it loses an attack or it takes some damage. In this case, it took some damage, so it's still going to get its attacks. So its second attack is going to be a 16 to hit. Does that hit Milford Brixton?
Rook.
Or
Oh, was it Brixton or Rook?
Oh, sorry. Brixton was the first attack. Rook is the second attack.
AC of 18.
Okay, so it misses you. In that case, it's a little bit frustrated, and so it leans in and tries to clip you with its mandibles. Which is probably not going to hit either with a 12.
It does not.
So you're like guarding it with your blade, I assume. You're using a sword?
Moonsicle, and it's glowing
Moonsicle,
ever so
that's-
slightly.
Of course, right, Moonsicle. What am I talking about? Okay, cool. That's its 3 attacks. And it's pretty peeved, so it's not going anywhere. It stays where it is. Milford, it's your turn.
Okay, that's not bad, Rook, but try a little harder, will you? Okay. Right, and he attacks.
He attacks. Is there any movement involved in this? You guys are both standing next to each other on one side of the creature, just to be clear.
Okay, can I, how big is it? Can I get on its back?
I knew you were going to ask that. It's fucking huge, is the answer to that. Let me be very clear. It is a large monstrosity, so it's pretty big. Can you get on its back? Well, you are Milford Brixton.
Yeah.
So you could possibly get on its back following the usual rules that we apply, which are somewhat cinematic. If you want to do something like this, you will have to make an acrobatics check. In this case,
do that, then.
the difficulty is going to be 15, and if you pass the check, you will have advantage on the attack that follows, and if you fail, you will be at disadvantage on that attack.
Fair enough.
So, is it an acrobatics he's rolling?
It is an
Or
acrobatics check.
Well, that's a 16 he's got there.
That's a 16. All right. So, Razanok, hi. No clue what you all are talking about. Neither do we, so that's fine. we're all in the same boat then. Awesome. Okay, so 16, that is a pass. So you now have advantage on your next attack, Milford, as you
Okay.
climb up the side of it, using its
Yeah.
feathers and its wings to get up
Yeah.
on board, so to speak. And you're going to do what? You're going to describe to us how you're going to attack it?
I'm gonna literally find its spine and stab it in the spine.
Okay, let's roll to hit.
Okay, rolling with advantage.
With
rolling
advantage,
first
yep.
dice to see. That is what he's got a plus 10 to hit with plus an 11 to hit. So that's either a 16 or
Now, it has occurred to me that I can improve our dice roller in the stream. So
12.
if people are amenable to me making this easier and better, I'm going to do
Go
a
for it.
thing.
I have no idea how you're going to do
There's
it.
going to be a little bit of video fucking around with in a moment, please, people.
Oh,
so
no.
don't freak out.
Jesus.
Don't freak out. This is just me.
Oh.
No, last time you did
Boof.
that, we ended up in a strange country.
Boof.
God.
Right. So hold on here. What have we got going on?
Okay.
That's very strange. There it is. There's the dice roller. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to resize this thingy thing. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. Nope. Come here. Why is it doing that? Oh, I'm so excited though about this this VTT. Okay, cool. So I can grab that, and I can put that in here, and then I can stretch it out like so, and we'll get the bottom of it so we can see the dice numbers coming up in the right place. And this is coming from the same page as the VTT this time, instead of everything coming from different tabs in Windows, which up until now, for the last 3 years, has been how we've been doing it. So this is an improvement. And what it basically means is that the dice rolling app will always be on screen and will always work now. I'm thinking it should do. Anyway,
Brilliant.
Okay, so sorry about that. Damage for Milford Brixton.
He rolled a 16. Did that hit?
A 16, yeah, unfortunately that does not hit with advantage even. Never mind. Does he have a second attack with his other weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to plunge your other weapon into its back as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
This attack does not have
Okay,
advantage,
let's see what that bonus
unfortunately.
action attack do.
That is a 17, and
Okay,
that
that
hits.
there is a 28 to hit.
A 28 to hit. Okay, well that certainly hits, Milford. You drive your second weapon into it, through its back, and you do
7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, so it doesn't get very deep, you find. It's apparently
Yeah.
quite a big creature. And its feathers and such are also kind of using them as armor, so to speak.
It doesn't look like we're gonna have chicken dinner tonight then.
Milford, you're so close. How did you miss it?
I learned from you.
All right.
It's better.
Okay, so we have another Dragonel. This is this Rook's? Or no, this must be Caitlin's Dragonel. Right. So, that Dragonel, I'm going to give it an elevation because I can. Look, check this out. Oh, you can't. I can't zoom that in, but never mind. Let's say it is now at 15 feet. And you can see there's a little 15 on its token now. Yay! With a little cloud under it, so you know that it's at 15 feet. So it flies in across here and attacks the Deep Crow with a rending attack. First attack is a 14, which does not hit. The second attack was almost an 18, but that also does not hit. So this is a 7. Never mind. So neither of its attacks actually land. At that point, the creature has a flyby ability. It does not provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of the enemy's reach, so it continues on over here to get out of the way. In fact,
What if the enemy's on its back?
it might continue this direction because it's going to head back to its owner over here and see how she is. Oh. Okay, cool. Now we are up to Isolde's Dragonel. Isolde, you and your Dragonel can take your turn in whichever order you wish. By the way, you both have the same initiative, and you're taking the same turn on the same
Right.
initiative order.
Let's see. I think perhaps Isolde's Dragonel will do a drive-by on the Deep Crow and
I can't close this window.
try to do some talon damage on it.
Talon damage on the Deep Crow. So you're going to fly past, give it 2 rends, and then fly out of range with your fly not taking any the opportunity attacks business. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So
That
roll to
sounds
hit with the Dragonel, please.
Okay, just let me find the Dragonel. And attacks are. So I should be able to. There it is, rend. Okay. That's so cool. That's a 19.
A 19 to hit. Certainly hits with a 19.
Alright.
Yeah.
And the second one will be a. The second one's a 9 to hit, so
9
this
to
is
hit.
on the second one.
Okay.
The
so
one that
first
hits is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. Very good. That has been
Always some
recorded.
triumphant screeching.
Right. And so your Dragonelle is making triumphant screeching, and the Deep Crow is making untriumphant screeching. So there's lots of squawking noises going on around
Thank you.
Deafening sounds.
Thank you, Old World Charm, for redeeming inspiration.
Oh, nice. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us.
Who's
Old World
it
Charm.
for, my guy?
Yeah, who would you like to give your inspiration to is our question. You can give it to Michael, who is playing Rook, or Barry, who is playing Milford, or Joanne, who is playing Isolde. Now, normally we have name tags and stuff on, but I've been lazy for this mini campaign, to be fair. Oh, and we're on an ad break, so we can still...
You bastard.
Roll for it, he says. Okay.
Ah, smart. I like it.
All right, now...
Okay, fair enough.
You'll notice that in the bottom of the chat bar, it says chat./R1d20 plus 4. That's the format that you use to make a dice roll. So, who would like to make the dice roll for this? Who's going to get the inspiration? It's going to have to be one of
I
you.
have no idea.
So it needs to be... it's a d6, I think. 1d6. 1 to 2 is
that
Joanne.
seems fair.
3 to 4 will be Michael. 5 to 6 will be Milford. So I'll tell you what, I'll do it because I haven't done it before.
Oh, okay.
Unless
You do it, because I don't want to use my stinky rolls to ruin it for everybody.
All right, so I threw a 1d6, and I got a 2, so it is in fact Michael, I believe. Is that what I said, or did I say that 1 to 2 was Joanne?
I was a 3 and a 4, I believe.
So Joanne, you have the inspiration.
Oh, wow.
And
Thank
it is
you.
still your turn.
D6
Sweet.
and
This is Isolde's turn.
divided.
Yeah, because you only used your bonus action for your dragon.
This is true. This is true.
Is
Alright. So, Isolde will pull up her spiritual weapon
all right.
and aim that at the Deep Crow.
All right, roll a hit with your spiritual weapon, please. I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable with this VTT now. Getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
Starting to settle in.
Indeed.
All right, so what's your to hit roll with your spiritual weapon? Here it comes. Oh, I love that it just goes straight in there. 22. Nice. That is a hit. Let's have some damage, please.
Alright. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. That's pretty good for a spiritual weapon. 9. Great. Any
Yes.
other attacks, bonus actions, movement, flavored dialogue, etc.?
Well, she's looking at the Deep Crow and she's looking at Milford and Rook, who are more or less on top of the Deep Crow.
Right.
And she's thinking that Sacred Flame might not be the best option at the moment.
Well, the thing about Sacred Flame is because it's a divine spiritual kind of attack, it doesn't hit anyone except for the target. You can't miss with it. I mean, you can miss if they dodge it because it's a saving throw just to miss. So you would know that much, but it's up to you.
Right. Okay.
I'm not gonna...
Well, in that case, she'll hit it with the
Sacred Flame?
yeah,
Yeah.
Sacred Flame.
The creature's quite big, so you can kind of target an area, part of it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The part that's furthest from her
Friends.
companions.
Yeah,
and friends.
that makes sense. Okay, so you would say that it probably will be towards its head then, I'm suspecting. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, is that correct?
That is correct.
That is
16
correct.
is the DC.
16 is the DC. All right, let me make a dex save. And that... Oh, that's a natural 20. It saves. So it sees it coming.
Right.
You see for a moment a glint of intelligence in its eyes, and it looks at you and you start casting your Sacred Flame. And it's almost like it realizes it knows what you're going to do. And it sees the flame forming up above it, and then it just shuffles to the side as the Sacred Flame comes down like an anvil next to it, blasting scintillating sparks of radiant fire across the courtyard. Very good. Okay.
Isolde hisses.
Is that the end of your turn, Isolde?
It is, it is. I just want to say, kind of out of game, that I was tempted to use Spare the Dying on Neurolai just for flavor, but
You can if you
Plays.
want, but you know, I mean, I think that the thing is, you're Shadow Kai. You know what's going to happen to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
exactly.
you don't have to use any spells. You're at the memory, you know, the Fortress of Memories. You will be laughing at her about this later.
True.
So
You won't believe what happened to you. You don't remember anything because you died.
You and Michelle Bixton got so close.
You almost fucked, but you did not.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Anyway.
All right. Very good. Okay, so there is a Dragonel next. Isolde, you already made your Dragonel attack, didn't you? I'm sorry. Cool. Thus, it is Rook's turn.
Spectacular. So same second verse, same as the first. He's going to try ensnaring strike again
Ensnaring strike. Very good.
with his
Bring it.
slash at it with his moon sickle. Let us see what happens. That there is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Great. So before it makes any saving throws, I'm just going to flavor the hell out of this.
Yeah.
That is 8 damage with his sickle slashes across its throat, and in the arc of the sickle, his crows start flying and start pecking the hell out of it for 5 damage. And as they settle on it, they try to weigh it down. And as part of the ensnaring strike, I needed to make a DC 17 strength saving throw.
DC 17 strength saving throw from the Deep Crow. Alright, let me see what that's going to be. Strength save. That is... I rolled a natural 17.
Damn it!
For a 22.
But the Ray of Enfeeblement doesn't do anything to it?
Right?
Oh, it's only half damage. Damn it!
Yeah, I know. It
Okay,
sucks to
no
lose.
worries. That's fine. And
tried.
as part of my second attack,
Yeah.
he's going to follow up again with the moon sickle
Alright.
for a 26 to hit. It looks like
26 to hit. Far out. Okay, very good.
So
That's a hit.
two slashes.
A hit, a very palpable hit.
Second slash is a 9 damage.
Alright.
So
done.
slash, and it's just covered in fucking crows pecking at it.
Alright. Is how it reacts. Something to that effect. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Rook?
Yes, it is. And
Dragonel?
Jonah's still just flying in arcs, giving it another target.
Okay. I'll tell you what you can do is you can get it to use the help action, and that will give you advantage on attacks.
Okay, I'll do that next. I'll do that next time.
All right. Very good. So the Deep Crow, it is going to lift up off the ground. It can fly 60 feet, so it's going to... You know what? It's not going to do that because it will provoke opportunity attacks. Fuck that nonsense.
Yes, it will.
You're not going to do that at all. What a load of bollocks. So it's going to stay right where it is. Thank you very much. Instead, it is going to attack you fuckers directly. First attack is going to be... Okay, claw attack towards Rook is a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, Rook, you take 9 points of slashing damage. I think so. Yep, 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Very good. Now, Milford, second claw at you. That is a 15. That's probably not going to hit Milford, is it?
Let me check. He's got an AC of 19. No.
19? No. Okay. And then the mandible attack. He's going to take that at Milford as well. Ooh, that's probably going to hit. 24.
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. So, very good. Milford, you are about to take 13 points of piercing damage. Now, hang on.
So you're gonna have to modify his HP. I can't.
Okay, I can do that. What did I say it was?
15. Is that right? Did I remember that correctly?
13.
13.
Hold on a minute. Let me just type very carefully. It's not working. Okay, I can't do that there. I'll have to open his character sheet.
Apologies, I can only do so much.
I know. Okay, so 13 damage to Milford Brixton. All right. Close that. I wonder if did it work? I think so.
Yes, it did.
Okay, cool.
We can see it at 40 now.
Right, now the mandibles, because the target is now grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained, and the Deep Crow can't use its mandibles on another target. So Milford, you've been grappled by the mandibles of this Deep Crow, and it's holding you in its mouth, essentially. You can make an escape if you wish. To do so, that is a... doesn't say. Doesn't say what to use to escape. I'm assuming you can either use strength or dexterity to escape.
I mean, it's not... We're standard grapple, sorry.
Standard grapple?
Yeah, I assume it's like that.
Yeah, it should be a standard grapple, yeah, but when I'm hovering over the condition, it doesn't tell me the details. My brain is oddly not coming forth with the required information at this moment. Hang on, I wonder if I can just open it. Yes, I can. Okay, here's the grappled condition. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect, each such as the creature is hurled away by the Thunderwave spell. I'm thinking it's a...
DC 17.
Yeah. DC 17, yeah. So do you want to make an athletics check?
Oh, yes. I don't want to be in her arms. It's been a charming moment, but, really don't want to be there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, darling, but I've got to go.
Alright.
He's got a +2 to strength, so... that's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay, well, as much as you don't want to be there. And by the way, you do have inspiration, remember, because Razornock gave it to you.
No. Do I? Okay. If I've got it, I'll use it.
I thought I won the toss, but I'm happy to give it to
I'm
him.
so sorry. You did one.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I'm not doing very well tonight.
New software, new things, it's fine. Look, yeah, it's okay, Razornock, you didn't. We're getting the people in the chat confused. Sorry.
Oh, right. Is that what I did? Okay.
Yeah.
That is also...
like it's not your fault. I mean, you're having a hard time keeping up because we're managing a lot of different new softwares here, Razornock. We're usually a bit slicker than this.
Yeah. A lot slicker. Yes, we're very slick. Very slick.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now, let's stop convincing him and let's prove it. Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay,
All right.
so Milford,
I'm stuck.
You're stuck. You've been grappled. It's in your you're in its mouth. But the good news is it's your turn.
Okay, if I've got a mouth to stab, I'll stab it.
You're gonna stab it. All right, so you can roll to hit.
He's got something to say first, though. You want I should clean your teeth, darling?
24 to hit.
That hits. Makes sense. You're in its mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
And he doesn't benefit from sneak attack while grappled, does he?
I don't see any reason. No, I don't think so.
Okay. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
And the other one.
Minus.
That is a boner action.
All right. Bonus action. Yeah.
Yep.
So Razornock, this is Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition that we're playing right now. This is a homebrew campaign, so to speak, or an original campaign setting by moi. Okay, so that's... What did you get there?
29 to hit
29
and
to
6
hit.
damage.
Crikey dick, mate. Crikey dick, mate. That's quite a lot. 29 to hit for 6 damage. That's not so much, but the to-hit roll was impressive.
I'm not such a good dentist, darling, but I'm trying my best.
It's the quips that I love.
Brixton, stop flirting with the beast and kill it.
Alright, Caitlin's Dragonel is over here, I believe, and it is going to fly over to Caitlin's character, at which point it's going to pick her up. I'm going to group their tokens together. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and it's going to fly away over here off the map, and they're gone. So there's that.
Hey, look, it is what it is.
Alright, so now at Isolde's Dragonel's turn.
You might have taken Isolde's dragon now.
Did I take
From
Isolde's
under.
Dragonel? Oh my god, was that you? No, no. Really?
Oh, God.
Okay, let me... I will fix it. Okay, Isolde, have your Dragonel back.
Raznock, if you haven't played a D&D game since Neverwinter, you know what, having a hard time. It's so difficult to understand when you don't know what's going on. But once you get it, super simple.
Yeah, it's make-believe with pictures and tokens and stuff, and everybody plays their characters, except me, who gets to play the whole world. Yay. No responsibility there. Alright, cool. So, yes, Isolde, it is your Dragonel's turn. You and your Dragonel have a turn.
Alright. Alright. So Dragonel's going to fly back this way
Mm-hmm.
and scratch up the thing and come back to me. Actually, this one is this one? I don't know.
Huh?
Hmm?
Hmm?
They're both my Dragonels. You're borrowing one.
I'm borrowing one. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
My babies.
All right. I will roll the thing.
Roll the thing.
Roll
Roll,
the thing.
roll the dice gently on the screen. Merrily, 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 merrily.
I love it.
Life is...
Crit fails, crits on the meme.
Ooh, 16 does not hit. I don't think.
16 doesn't hit, I'm afraid. No.
No, nor does a 7.
I have to
My
sort out
poor
the...
Tirna has watched the other Dragonel carry off
Yeah.
Nerolai, and is, I think, perhaps a little bit distracted by that.
I see. Okay, I'm just fixing the dice log on the other screen now, because we have a couple of different screens to use, you see. And once I've done that, I will be back with you momentarily.
No worries.
Come on. Do the thing, god damn it. It's so tricky to try and click the right thing.
In the meantime, Isolde will be uttering a healing word.
A healing word? Alright. A healing word. Just remind me in a moment. I cannot see the bottom of the screen.
Which is a bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay.
Will you tell me something? How do we kill this chicken?
How do you think? Like you kill everything else.
Well, I'm a bit busy at the moment. Like, giving her dental care.
Congratulations. Perhaps after this you'll think of a new career. One that doesn't get you killed and end up in a new world entirely.
Alright.
People are so happy, that's why I love
Look
you.
alright? I think that looks
What is
okay.
happy?
I think that looks okay. I'm happy now. Adjusting the stream on the fly. It's like television but bad. Okay, cool. So, what were you doing there, Joe? I'm so sorry. I lost you there for a
It's
minute. I
okay.
was concentrating. Give it to me. Lay it down. What's happening?
Isolde was uttering a healing word
Healing
to
word?
invoke the healing power of so Raven Queen, to give Milford a bit of a boost.
Okay,
And he
so
has 9 points of healing.
9 points of healing for Milford Brixton. Okay, so I'll just jump into here to his character sheet. We're gonna type up into here 9 points of healing plus 9 heals. Boof, just like that. Okay, cool. So he's a little healed. He's got 49 out of 53 hit points now. Excellent. Where's my
And then she will call down the sacred flame on the head of the deep crow.
Of the deep crow. Okay, cool. So that is again a dexterity save for him, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, that is a natural 1 for his dexterity save.
And then he gets to enjoy 12 points of damage.
Okay, very good. Isolde, that is your turn and your Dragonel.
Correct.
Dragonel has had a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Rook.
Rook whistles, and Jonah immediately shifts his course and does a flyby straight past the Dragonel, making 2 slash attacks.
Okay.
So I'll just pull up Jonah's sheet so I can do the damage.
Give it to me, baby.
First of Jonah's attacks. That there is a 12. It doesn't hit.
A 12, he doesn't hit.
But he has 2 attacks. And this one is a natural 20.
Look at that. I put a grid on the table for you so you could see. So a natural 20 to hit, was it?
Yeah.
5.
Jonah slashes right across its back.
We have a critical.
We have a critical.
A critical. Okay.
That is 14 rend damage.
14
and
rend.
an extra 1 necrotic damage.
So 15 damage.
Total 15, yeah.
Okay. It is done.
And then for his action, good old Rook is going to do what Rook is extremely good at. He's going to take his moon sickle and slash at the boy for a dirty 21.
Oh, okay. Dirty 21. Nice. So, if you're new to this, dirty basically means it's a dice that's been modified. Natural is a dice that has been unmodified. Okay, so that is a 10 to hit.
10 slashing
10
damage.
slashing damage. Okay.
And as he slashes, all of these crows are just going to start swirling around him and he's going to kind of pirouette 5 feet away. Does not incur an opportunity attack because it's part of the movement, part of the attack.
Yep.
And as he's spinning, fires his crossbow at the thing. 19 damage.
Ooh.
Oh, 19 to hit, sorry.
Ooh, 19 to hit. Okay, damage.
That there is a so good 6 damage with the crossbow.
Seriously?
Yeah. And he is going to, with the rest of his movement, it's doing the arrow thing. Could you move me 20 feet south of the deep crow? It's just dragged me past the tree again.
It dragged you past the tree. Oh, there you are, way over there. Okay.
Yeah, for some as yet unknown
It
reason.
moved you like 80 feet over there.
Yeah, so 20 feet south this away.
Okay, so let me put you on the deep crow, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know why it said that was 30. I guess it was because you were on deep crow, so I guess it's there. Okay. Cool. All right.
Excellent.
That's your turn.
And that's the end of Rook's turn.
Okay, Rook. At this point, the Milford is still in the deep crow's mouth.
Yes.
And the deep crow is going to lift up off the ground, holding him in his jaws. It starts to fly.
Oh, you lot! How's about doing something?
It flies up.
We're doing it. Save yourself.
It flies up 60 feet, and then drops him. So Milford there's not much you can do against this. It's 6d6 falling damage, 60 feet, d6 for every 10 feet that you fall. So I'm going to use the little dicey rolling thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here it goes. So 12 points of damage to Milford. Not actually, not as bad as it could have been. I was being conservative because I thought I might kill you, but no, not even close. So Milford, I have to open your character sheet again and deal 12 points of falling damage to your character sheet.
Okay, did you see me do that? Ow!
And you're
Try
prone.
flip next time.
At that point, that's its item interaction. Now it's going to fly back down again with its other 30 feet of... sorry. It had 60 feet of movement. Flew 60 feet, didn't it? It's going to end its turn there.
This is what happens when you jump on something that can fly.
Alright, that's the Deep Crow. Milford,
Well, you know, you're up, you're down. You know, what can you say?
Milford, it's your turn. The creature is
If
60 feet
if it's up
above
in
you.
the sky, I'll take out my bow.
Alright, so you flip out your bow and fire an arrow.
Yep.
I'm still looking for that chicken dinner, you know.
Plus 9 to hit, so... That is an 18.
An 18, that does hit.
Again, that is 1d6 plus 7. Okay, that is an 11 damage.
11 damage. Milford, you kill the Deep Crow with your arrow, piercing through its heart. It falls from the sky. You can make a dexterity saving throw because it's going to land on you because it's right above
Yeah,
you.
well, let me do the dramatic. Oh, fuck, it's coming down. Oops, right down. Whoa! And he flips. He literally uses the acrobatics to get the fuck out of there.
Right, let's make a dex save for Milford Brixton, please.
Yep.
We might go back over here. Rook is rolling a custom roll for this. I see.
Oh yes, sorry, I was screwing with music to make it dramatic, but I missed the point of me doing the thing. What am I doing?
You're
D20?
making a dex save for Milford Brixton, yeah.
Alrighty. Oh,
Oh,
Natural one.
no, a natural 1. Okay, so
well,
the,
you know, because he's so dexy, it's a 10.
it is
total?
it is a 10, which almost is enough, but it's below 10. Oh, it's a 10. I guess a 10 meets and beats. Yeah, right. Okay, so you roll out of the way at the very last moment as the Deep Crow comes crashing down on top of the arrow that you've struck through its heart, piercing it even further. It crunches onto the stone, the cobblestones around you, and makes a final shrill death cry before it kind of passes out. And it looks at you, Milford, and you see your reflection in its eye.
Okay. I told you I was gonna make you chicken dinner, didn't I? No! Let's go and see our friend. Let's go and find her quick.
I hope you feel warmed up for what will happen next.
It only gets more challenging from here, Brixton.
Well, what about your companion? You know, good mood girl. You know. Yeah.
We will see her later.
How can we see her like? Did you see what? Did you see what that thing did to her?
Yes,
Yes.
and so did you. She died.
But we gotta see if she's alright, don't we? Listen
Not-
here. What do you look like again?
He's tall, like 5'11", close to 6 foot, really lean, bun, dark armor, raven pauldron and a green half cape.
Listen here, you giant tree. She's there in pain. We gotta fix her, you know. You know, just cause you die, it doesn't mean you gotta look after people you work with, you know. You gotta do your best.
Did you not hear our conversation earlier?
No.
We die all the time, and we come back. It has lost
Not
meaning.
worry.
But what you mean to tell me you got no limits on life at all? You know, you die and you die and you just keep dying and you die and...
We have the limits that the Raven Queen gives us.
We are not undead. We are servants. Eternal.
But you flesh and bone, tree. You flesh and bone. Look at you. You look like a... Well, a tree.
Do not worry. Neroli is not in pain right now.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know.
Quite sure.
Okay, I believe you too then. But you know, I don't understand how it works here. All right,
It is
let's
very
go.
sweet that you are so worried, that you care so much.
Well, she's a living thing, you know.
Is she though?
Or is she a living thing? That's the question. Is she a living thing?
Of course, we are both living, all three of us.
Well, they are. She's a living thing, so she's important. You know, she's part of our... I gather we're a team now, so, you know.
Her Majesty would not tolerate undeath in her realm. Do not worry.
Can you make perception checks, please?
Certainly, I finally found my French accent. It took only 2 sessions.
Only
And I
two
lost it
sessions to
again,
find
just
French
like that.
accent.
Oh, oui, oui, etc.
For the one session, yeah.
Perception checks, please.
And that is 18 for Rook, and rolling for Brixton.
A mere 13.
A mere 13.
Yeah, 14.
Mere 13.
Brixton got an enormous flaccid 7.
An enormous flaccid 7. Well, Brixton, you're obviously quite distracted with the deep crow that almost landed upon you and killed you. However, the other 2 players, or rather player characters, may in fact notice that the door has popped open. You hear the sound of the air decompressing as the exit, or rather the entrance to the Fortress of Memories, just pops open.
Are we getting a cup of tea in there when we get in? Because, you know, I could do with a cup of tea.
I'm sure I will find a beverage for you. For your
Wolfskin,
warm welcome.
Wolfskin Witch says that she's loving Barry's role-playing for Milford, by the way. She says,
Thank you.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, she said.
Yeah, I almost had it roast, you know. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Big
Jonah,
door.
go roost. And
It's a
Jonah
big
fucks
door. Yeah. Nice door.
As
Thank
you
you.
approach the door, a flock of ravens that have been roosting up above it burst out and begin to fly
You
off.
know, I'm starting to believe you guys. I'm starting to believe I really am in the Raven Queen's kingdom. You know, it's very raveny.
Like a coin starts coming out from under Rook's cape. Really, what was your first hint?
Oh, you know, the fluttery things.
Oh, I see we are dealing with a genius.
I'm going to move you up to the
Isolde.
stairs.
Yes, Rook.
Listen here, I just killed me one of those, whatever that is.
Congratulations, go get a trophy.
Do we get a trophy? This place already you
He
get
points at the beast.
You get a trophy here. You know. All we get where I come from is a sore head, but never mind. Okay.
That remains to be seen.
Right. So, do you climb the steps?
Yeah, I think Isolde's probably halfway up, and she says, "The Raven Queen has opened the door for us. We do not wish to keep the lady waiting."
Nor do we refuse her invitation. And Rook
As-
advances forward.
Right. So you can smell the dank smell of nothing coming from
You
within.
need cleaners, you know. It hasn't been open in a while.
It is in fact a huge stone door covered in runes and glyphs and images of ravens etched and engraved in filigree carvings across the front of this door. It seems to almost shine kind of like a fractured crystalline black kind of glass material that it's made of. And as you step inside, you see ahead of you a winding corridor entering into the Fortress of Memories, and a strange sensation washes over you, Milford Brixton. A pull towards something unknown, yet intimately familiar. The air grows thick with the essence of nostalgia, and the very walls seem to whisper secrets of your past. You enter a grand chamber filled with an otherworldly glow. Before you lies the reflection pools, their surfaces shimmering with ethereal light. The pools ripple and dance, and within their depths you see the fleeting images of memories long buried, faces of friends lost, and echoes of choices made. In the center of the chamber, a mythical creature emerges from the shadows, the guardian of this sacred place. Its form is both majestic and terrifying, a fusion of beast and shadow, with wings woven from the very fabric of the Shadowfell. Its eyes, deep and enigmatic, lock onto yours, and you feel a connection to something ancient and wise. In your minds, its voice echoes. It intones, "I am the Warden of Echoes." Its voice seems to resonate in the chamber, although you do not hear it with your ears. You stand at the threshold of the past, and to proceed you must face me and prove your worth. Thus the challenge has been issued, and the memories within the pools beckon, calling you to explore the depths of your soul and confront the truths hidden within. The Guardian awaits your response.
Okay. I'm a visitor here, but
You are no visitor, Milford Brixton. You are here to stay, one way or the other.
oh, you know, I appreciate that, but really no. No.
It starts walking towards you.
On the other hand, maybe I'll stay a while. Yep.
Do not contradict the guardian of the pools of
I'm feeling
reflection.
that would be a bad idea, am I correct?
The creature looks over at the two Shadowkai.
So, what do you need us to do?
It sits down and turns to stone.
Okay.
Till it's completely solid.
I look back at these two and go, did I do something wrong?
You heard it. A challenge has been issued. That is all there is to it.
Okay, but I missed the part where I don't know what the challenge is about.
It will become apparent when the challenge happens. It has not happened yet, so it is not apparent.
Can you make a perception check?
All of us?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Rook got a 10. Milford has a... What is it? $19.
Isolde has a 26.
Isolde got a 26, I see. Well, around you, and what did you say? Milford got a 10, did you say?
19.
19.
19.
Rook got a 10.
Rook got a 10, okay. Well, Rook, I guess you take things for granted here, and you're sort of explaining the situation, so perhaps that's why you're a little distracted. But Milford, you notice that around you there are these various shimmering circular pools made of rough black stone, around the edges at least, and inside this sort of shimmering mercurial liquid seems to be within.
Much like the pool I fell in here from?
A lot like that.
Well, I'm not going near those. Last time I went near something like that, I ended up here.
Well, you cannot leave.
I'm Milford Brixton. I can. I'll leave when I want to leave. But,
You're
Please
free
tell-
to attempt it.
well, I suppose I could go through one of those again.
What's the worst that could happen? You
I
die
could meet-
twice.
I could meet you lot again. Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations, nothing.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... though it's against my better judgment, I will go and have a look at one of the pools.
All right, so you approach the pool, and as you approach, the reflections begin to shift and change, their images blurring and merging into one another. The room itself seems to respond to your presence, and the pools become a maze of memories, each one a doorway to a different place and time in your past. A voice, ethereal and ancient, echoes through the chamber. To proceed, you must navigate the maze of memories. Find the path that resonates with your soul, and embrace the truth there within. Beware, for the wrong choice shall lead you astray, and you shall be lost in the echoes of time.
He looks in the pool.
This particular pool, you look in there and you see there is a reflection of an image begins to appear. At first it's a forest, and it's quite a dark forest, and it seems to be nighttime. You think you can tell that it must be Sidariel because the way the light falls from the 7 moons casts multiple shadows within the forest, upon the floor of the forest. And you hear a sound for a moment, and you hear the sound of people approaching, and you see a man and a woman figure coming through the forest carrying something. After a period, you realize that what they're carrying appears to be a child, a baby. And even as you're looking at the pool, you can make a wisdom saving throw, please. Can I have a wisdom save for Milford Brixton?
Certainly can. I keep forgetting.
That's okay.
I apologize. All right, wisdom save. That is a 6.
A 6. All right. Well, as for our 2 Shadakai guardians who are with Milford presently, you see his body kind of transform into a mixture of smoke and memories that flow into the surface of the pool as he dissolves. And he's gone into it. Milford, you find yourself standing in the forest now, and you can see this figure and this other figure standing in the forest. There's a path nearby. They seem to be trying to be discreet, and they seem to be in a hurry. I'll get a perception check from Milford, please.
Certainly.
Thank you for all your hard work there, Michael.
That's okay. That's a 24.
24.
Natural 20.
Okay, Milford. These faces seem familiar to you, but you can't place them. But one of them is a human woman, and the other one is an elven knight. A high elf, you would say, based on their complexion and what have you. He appears to be wearing blackened armor, very ornate blackened armor. And you recognize him as a black guard of Tularathion. Another thing strikes you at that point, Milford. He has a bone structure not unsimilar or dissimilar to your own. And the woman has the same complexion as you. In her arms is a baby.
I continue to watch quietly.
Very well. As you're watching, you hear the sounds of horses in the distance coming through the forest. And before you realize, before you have any chance to do anything, 5 soldiers, knights on horseback, charge through the forest. This individual, the knight, draws his sword, casts off his cloak to the ground, and tries to delay them as the woman carries the baby and runs. One of her shoes falls from her feet, and she kicks them off, carrying the baby across the rough stones and floor. She gets to a riverbed and crosses the riverbed. When she gets there, she finds a bunch of large branches and leaves and what have you, and having this baby wrapped up, she puts them in this kind of large floating leaf and sends it downriver. She turns back, and when she does, an arrow strikes her in the throat, and she falls to the ground. The male, on the other hand, is standing there fighting, doing combat with these guards, these black guards. And he's taken one of them out so far. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna go and see the woman. Is she dead or is she choking?
She's choking.
Okay. Do I feel around to see if I have anything on me.
You have all the things that you would normally have.
Okay, have I got any healing potions?
Any healing potions? Well, you search for a healing potion, and it's a bit like a dream where, you know how in dreams where you try to hit people and you just don't seem to be able to make contact. And so you're searching for where you would think they would be, and you keep digging in pockets and pouches, and they seem to be endless and empty.
Okay, I'd try her then, see if she's got anything like that. A pouch or a...
She's choking now, and coughing blood. And as you're searching her body, she looks at you and she stops, and her eyes go up to your face. And you see this look of recognition in her face.
You know, you're gonna be alright. Just be quiet now. Be quiet now.
Child!
Just be quiet. I'm gonna find something.
She reaches up to you, and as she does, she touches your face, and then you see her life fade from her eyes, and she drops to the ground. You hear the clash of steel over your shoulder.
Okay. Okay.
The baby.
I go and
Yeah.
I go and have a look at his situation.
Okay, so you find yourself almost floating, and you pass through the trees across to where he is, and he seems to be in dire straits. But he's fighting very bravely against these blackguard. He's taken out 3 of them now, but the other 2 seem to be doing quite well despite that. They're off their horses and they seem to be struggling on the ground.
I'll get round behind the other 2 while they're busy with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, now just to bear in mind, also the baby floated off down the stream. Okay.
Oh, as I go to I realise there's a baby floating downstream.
Right.
And I go running after where the baby was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's in the middle of the stream now.
Okay. I'll go and save it.
Okay. So you start wading out into the stream and the water starts getting deeper and deeper and it gets darker around you. The trees begin to bend in over the top of you, like... and the child slips into this thicket just in front of you, amongst the reeds and such, and slips out of your reach, just as you're about to grab it. And it's gone.
Okay. Yeah, alright. I try and get out of this stuff I'm in.
Okay. You find getting out, oddly enough, not that difficult at this point. You sort of... In fact, can you make a wisdom check, please? For Barry.
Alrighty, that is unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, a 10.
A 10. You realize that it seems to be something about when you are paying attention to something, to a particular thing, if your attention is on something, like a location or a person or an object, your consciousness seems to move towards it.
I think about the guy in combat at the moment and try to move in that direction.
Okay. So you're focusing on him and you find yourself sort of sweeping up through the forest, out of the stream, back up the river towards where he was. And you find him, and he's barely standing, and he's killed the last 2 of these soldiers. He wipes his blade on their armor, on their cloaks. And he looks over his shoulder, and you see that he's crying. At that point, he kind of starts heading towards what you can ascertain as being the south, because you can tell from the stars.
And I go, "Are you alright?"
He doesn't seem to be able to see you.
Oi!
He looks around a bit as if there's something there, but he continues walking. He takes one of the horses that the soldiers brought, and he appears to know it. He strokes the nose of the horse for a moment.
What are his wounds like?
Pretty severe.
Okay. I watch him for a while, and I try to help him. I try to,
Right.
be the lean-to.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be able to sense you. You find that everything you touch seems to just be ethereal.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like you're a ghost.
Make sure he gets on the horse.
He does get on the horse.
Okay.
He saddles it up, or he straightens it out, and gets up on it. He takes a few items from the various corpses around. Going through their stuff, he does find a healing potion.
Yeah.
And he drinks it,
Cool.
and then he rides off to the south. As he does,
Yeah.
You feel yourself, and you're back in your body standing by the pool, and you stagger backwards a few steps. You may even collapse on the floor if you want to make a con save.
Yeah, no, I don't need to make a con save. I do collapse on the floor.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck was that? Oh,
Only you can tell us, Brixton. We seldom have the pleasure or the privilege to look inside the pools.
there was this man and this woman, and they had a baby, and then some black guards appeared. Have you ever heard of black guards?
I
You
have
know
to
what black
assume that
guards
they
are?
are simply guards wearing black.
Well, they're supposed to be the elite of the Elven King. You know, they're the elite men. And there were these black guards. But this other guy with this woman, he was also a black guard, I think. But he was a high elf, I think. And they had this child. And the black guards must have caught up with them. Several, about 3 or 4, I can't remember.
5.
At five of them. And the woman took off with the child, and I tried to follow her. But she got to the river, and she got hit in the throat with this arrow, you know. And I kind of I got down to try and help her, but I couldn't help her. Couldn't touch her. It was like I was a ghost, and I couldn't touch her. I couldn't really help her. But she knew I was there, and she reached up and said, I can't remember what she said. She said, "My child," or something. And then she died. And she put this kid in a leaf-like thing and floated him down the river. And I tried to help him, the kid, and I couldn't. It was like something was stopping me, and he got caught in these reeds, and that's the last thing I can remember, because I went back to the guy trying to help him, and he killed all these black guards, and he didn't even know I was there. Every time I tried to help him, it was like, but I noticed that their facial features were a lot like mine.
Russell, do we know what these pools are?
Yes.
We've heard you witnessed their memory.
Yeah.
And I don't need to tell you whose memory it is.
Okay, so you tell me these are my memories?
We?
From
One of
me?
the people in that memory was you. Considering 6 of them died, you are either the man or...
The baby.
Or the kid? So that would make them my parents.
Barry, can you make a retrospective investigation check? And when I say Barry, I mean...
dig through your memories for your memory.
Dig through your memories for your memories. It's like Highlander, where there's flashbacks inside flashbacks.
23.
23. Wow. Okay. So you remember now, something suddenly sticks. The man that escaped on the horse at the end had a ring on, and that ring is the signet ring that you were given when you arrived at the Sawnell Farms. And you know the name, the Sawnell Farms. You recall that memory. And you remember being a very young child, taken and growing up in this strange monastery. with many other children, all of them half-elves. It is a ring that you kept for decades after. You rarely ever wore it or took it out of its box.
Okay.
We
Do I have it around my neck?
Not presently.
Okay. All right. There was a signet ring I used to wear, and I went to this place. I don't know. You probably won't know what I mean, but went to this place called the Sonal Farms, and half-elves were there. A lot of kids, a lot of half-elves. And they trained us. They trained us in all sorts of things. Espionage, killing, acrobatics, thievery, poisoning. And I kept the signet ring, but I noticed he was wearing it. He was wearing the same ring. But I never knew what that ring meant.
Or one like it.
Or he was wearing one like it, maybe. That is all, I can say.
It is conceivable that your father had some investment in the organization where you were trained.
It's conceivable, I suppose. And,
Perhaps he watched you grow and you had no idea.
The other pools shimmer. You're on mute. Unmute.
I'll have a look in another one.
Okay, so you move over to another pool. And as you stare into this second pool, a similar experience begins to unfold, and the two of you, Shadar Kai, find yourselves watching Milford dissolving into the next pool. Now, suddenly, Milford, you're aware that you're in a great city, the city of Vane Gate, and you're about 16, 20, somewhere in there, not very old.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger than that, actually. I'm thinking more like 12 now. It's almost as if you're aging backwards from your present. And you're moving along the city with a guardian / mentor of yours. You're on some kind of mission. Michael. Q. Michael.
Yeah. You're on this, an excursion with, stone-faced Victor. He's a sentry from Mother's Network. He's been assigned to keep an eye on you as you get your feet in the city. Brixton, you paying attention?
I'm always paying attention. You know that. You keep slapping me every time I don't.
Good. Means you're fucking learning.
You see the nobles that you've been sent to follow move past at the end of the road. They're on horseback.
What are we supposed to do with them?
Wait, you tell me.
We're gonna steal their goods, are we?
Well done.
I suppose you've devised a plan, have you?
No, Brixton, I've left that to you today.
I need time to do... What? You want me to
Things
devise
happen
a
on
plan?
the fly, boy. You gotta move.
Okay.
I'm human, I'm old. Not gonna be around to hold your hand forever.
Can I get perception checks from pair of you?
Certainly. I'll do Barry's first.
Joanne, would you like to be a noble?
Why not?
Very good.
Barry's got a 12, and Victor, what is perception is a +0 skill, a plus wisdom skill, so that He's got an 8. So
Okay.
Barry got higher, got a 12.
Barry got a 12. Okay. Yeah, and it's not. Nothing seems to be especially out of the ordinary, but you do notice that one of the nobles there, who seems to be a finely dressed noble lady, is at the back of the group of horses, and she seems a little bit distracted with something, and she's sort of being broken away from the group, and starts to look a bit more like an easy target.
Look at that one at the back, will ya? She's pretty, but, you know, she's distracted. I'm taking her.
Go on.
Okay. I go along the roof, keep up with her.
Oh, you're on the roof, are you? Okay. I had you on the street in my brain, but all right.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. You can be on the roof if you prefer.
No, I get up on the roof after talking to him.
Okay, so Milford parkours up onto the roof in his very showy but dexterous manner. All right, you get onto the roof and you run along the roof to the other side where you see this noble lady moving amongst the crowd there. There's a market on that side and you can see a lot of people down there. I'll get a stealth check from you, Milford.
Okay.
Alrighty, stealth. That's a plus 13. He's almost guaranteed to get this, to nail this.
Almost.
That's a natural 1 for 14.
A natural 1. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so Milford, you seem to be standing there kind of somewhat awestruck, trying to be stealthy, but I think at that point this noble lady happens to look up in your direction.
Hello! How would you be?
What are you doing up there?
You look lost to me. Are you lost?
You look lost as well. Where are your parents?
No. I'm a guide. My name. If you need a guide to this city, I'm telling you, lady, my name's Milford Brixton.
Oh, really? And how are you going to guide me from up there?
Well, no, I'm going to come down to you now, you know. A fine lady like yourself can never get up a roof like this. You have to have a special talent. You notice how I made that noise so you could see me up here? Well, that was my whole plan, because I want to be the best guide you ever had. Where would you like me to take you, my lady?
I was on a shopping excursion with my friends. We were going to go visit the hat maker.
Oh, the hat maker. You want to go see the hat maker, do you? Okay, I'll come down and I'll take you to the hat maker.
Really? Do you know the city very well? I suppose you must.
I know the city like the back of my hand, my lady. I do.
Well, very good.
Michael, what's your
Well,
character
I
doing
hate to
presently?
I think he's dallying in an alleyway and he's watching and he panicked a little bit, thinking, "Oh, I've got to break him out of bullshit again." In the scene, I see he's using his diplomacy skills. So he's holding back.
Can I get a perception check from you, Michael?
Certainly. That there is a 10.
A 10. You don't notice anything that you can put your finger on, but you have a really bad feeling.
I think with that in mind, he'll just he'll follow, but at a distance, just to keep an eye on Brixton, because he just doesn't know what's going to go wrong.
Okay. All right, continue, please, Barry and Joe.
He comes down from the...
Okay.
So, hat maker, this way. No, not that way, my lady. This way.
Are you sure?
I'm definitely sure. There are 3 in the city. Which one do you want? Oh, the posh one. You mean one of the posh one? Oh, okay. This way. This way to the posh hat maker.
They said something about it being next to a jeweler. Does that sound right?
Oh, yes, I know the one you mean.
So you do this as an occupation, do you?
Just follow me. Don't worry.
I've never been guided by such a young child.
Oh, I'm more than a child. I'm a bunch of things, you know. I've got
Who are you?
talents. Pardon?
I said, who are you?
How old am I? The crowd,
How
you
old
know.
are
It's... How old am I? Old enough to know better, milady. This way. This way. Oh, watch out for that mud there. I'll just put this... yeah, there, now you can step over it there.
Oh,
Now, good. Right, this way. This way.
As Victor follows, he's going to just duck down briefly to grab just a small handful of stones.
Right. How do I get your current character sheets?
If
You
you
don't have tokens, do you?
no, I think just treat them as our characters.
Okay.
Use those tokens, and Joe can just use like the commoner stat block,
All right.
which is all plus zeros to everything. So he just rolls flat dice.
All right. So I'm just going to use. Okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay. I will get new initiative checks from everyone, please.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Initiative is plus dex, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I need a commoner?
Okay, 8 for Victor.
8 for Victor. Okay. All right. Milford.
Fred?
Oh yes, of course. Sorry, of course. Milford needs to roll, of course. Of course, Milford would never forget to roll. Never.
Never.
Not ever. He's got a 13.
13. Okay. I'll put that in. 13. All right. Next is Isolde, or should we say the noble lady?
The noble lady. So it's a d20 plus.
Dexterity bonus.
Dex?
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Okay.
plus 0,
Oh.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably plus 0 in this case.
Okay. It's an 11.
11. All right. Very good. So that's all 3 of you. Cool. All right. So you're having this conversation, and you're kind of casually walking up the road as you're doing so, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll get one last perception check from everyone.
Uh, 16 for Victor.
Okay, nice.
Brixton is rolling. Should be rolling now.
Should be, but isn't.
It didn't. Okay, no
Oh,
worries.
there it goes.
Coming in now.
Rook is rolling now, yep.
That is a
9.
13.
13? Okay.
The lady is a nat
A
1.
nat 1. Okay, so you don't see anything. All right, but very good. At that point, sorry, Michael, what is your character's name? Victor.
Victor.
Victor, you see at that moment this group of individuals hooded in alleys and rooftops appearing around you guys. The first thing they do is they start firing crossbows at you and at the lady. The first crossbow bolt, let me see.
Victor's AC is 16.
Okay. Victor's AC is 16. Oh, that is a natural 20 against Victor. How many hit points does Victor have?
55.
55. All right. Well, Victor takes
quite an expert.
7 points of damage from the first attack.
7 points of damage.
Yep. The next attack is a 16 to hit.
It meets and beats.
Meets and beats. Okay, and that does 7 points of damage.
Okay.
The next... Let me just go through initiative properly. Okay, at that point it's Milford's turn.
Okay. I look for some place to protect the lady. Look for some place we can duck into.
Alright, so you're looking around for a place to protect her.
Yeah.
At which point it is the next bandit's attack. They fire a crossbow bolt at her for a 20 to hit. How many hit points does a commoner have?
Let me look it up really quickly.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Joe?
I was going to say I made up 32, but we can actually look up the stat block. That makes more sense.
Yep.
4.
4 hit points. Well, that's
Yeah.
perfect because it does 4 points of damage. So she gets struck by a crossbow and slides off her horse in front of you, Melford, to the ground. And she's choking to death on this crossbow bolts stuck through her chest. Isolde, well, it's her turn at this point, but there's not much she can do. Rook, Victor, should I say?
I think Victor at this point, it's just too fucking late. He's gonna run up to Brixton, and he's going to, as he's running, he's gonna take two shots with his short bow
All right.
at 2 of the guys on the roofs.
All right. Roll to hit.
First shot is a natural 20 for 28.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's 2d6 plus 4. Okay, that is 12 damage to one of the thugs.
Right. You kill one of them outright.
Second shot. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Damage. 3, that's for 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Okay, so and I'm gonna as I get up to Brixton, shortbow's at my side. I'm gonna grab him by the arm and tug him. Move, boy, move! You already got one of them killed. And I shove him in front of me, and as that's my bonus action to give him as the help action. So next time he does anything, he gets a 1d6 bonus.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the next bandit fires a hail of bolts come flying down. Shall we just say? The first one is going to be a 16 to hit you, Victor.
It hits.
It hits. That's in fact an 18 anyway. That
Extra
does
hits.
Another 2 points of damage.
Yep.
The next bandit does the same thing. That is a 10 to hit. They miss. All right. We're back to this guy. Okay, so he is going to... Oh, nice. It actually updates that. Oh, cool. Sorry, just learning about the VTT. Right.
Alright.
17 to hit.
Is that shooting at me?
Yep.
Definitely hits.
All right. This time it's another 2 points of damage. It's not going to go very fast, is it?
Look, Victor's been doing this for a while. He's been shot a few times. He knows how to take a bolt.
Right. Fair enough.
Oh, move, Brixton!
All right. So Brixton, you start moving, yeah?
I'm kind of tossed between the lady. Is she dead for sure? To me?
Is she dead for sure? Yeah, she's dead for
Yep.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, then we're out of there.
All right, so you start moving, and at that point you see that there are more thugs in the alleyway that you've just headed into, and you're cut off from both sides.
Alright, what do I have as weapons?
Short sword, dagger, short bow.
I get out the short bow, seeing bows seem to be the order of the day,
All right.
and I shoot one of them.
The ones in the alley or the ones behind you?
The ones in the alley.
All right, very good. Roll to hit.
Okie dokie. Natural 1.
Ooh, okay. So at that point your bow snaps. The string just breaks.
Just switch to my sword straight
Draw
away.
your sword immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Isolde, you're dead, so that's not you. Rook, it's your turn. Sorry, Isolde, that didn't last long.
Looking around the alley, they've cut us both off. Cut us off at both ends.
Yep.
Is
Milford, you're
there-
aware that you could probably climb out of here, but not sure about
Is there-
Victor.
That's okay. Is there a window that I can see within, maybe even like above my head?
Yeah, there is a window about 2 floors up.
Brixton, you're gonna leave me behind, boy.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You
You know the rules.
I'm gonna grab him by the shirt, pull him right into my face. You listen to me, alright? You're gonna go in that window, you go home to mother, and you're not gonna think about me, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Good lad.
Next
And he's
bandit
going to-
fires an arrow. Yeah, you're going to do what?
Lift him above my head and push him towards the window.
All right.
That's my bonus action, just to give him that extra d6 to climb.
Okay.
And I guess that's also my action, just getting him up there.
Right. Okay, very good. It's the help action. Okay, well, the next crossbow bolt misses. The one after that, 11, that also misses. Let me flick through our... What the hell? That's weird. Okay. Let me bring up this. Huh, weird. Alright, next crossbow is a 14 to hit you.
Doesn't
hit. Alright, and at that point, the guys coming down the alleyway have arrived, and they have scimitars. So one of them strikes out at you with a natural one, breaking his blade on the wall next to you. But now there's sort of a pile of them. It's becoming a little bit more difficult. They have advantage because they are surrounding you, and you know, they're flanking.
And my hands are busy anyway.
All right, Milford, you start climbing up the wall, yeah? Let's get an acrobatics check from Milford.
Yeah.
So because I used the help action as a bonus for my action and helpful as my bonus action,
Yeah.
can he have advantage with an extra d6?
Yes, you can.
Okie dokie. So first d20 roll here. Acrobatics. That there is a 28.
Whoa.
He probably doesn't need it, but it could be a 33 if it's natural 20.
Natural 20, you might as well.
It's not.
It's not, but it's
It's
a
a
28
28 plus a d6.
plus a d6. Oh my goodness.
30.
30. Okay, so Milford climbs like he's never climbed before, and as he does so, you leave Victor behind. You don't look back.
Go, boy! Go!
I go.
And the memory begins to fade. As you clamber through the window, you find yourself back out on the side of the pool with the 2 Shadar Kai standing over you. Once again, you've collapsed.
Well, Brixton, what did you see this time?
It happened. It It happened when I was a child. I was doing a job with a friend, and we got ambushed, and I had to leave him. He was massacred, I guess. He told me to get out of there. I listened. I should have went back.
What could you have done?
I could have helped him. I could have got some of them.
You could have died. And his sacrifice would have been in vain. You would have flung yourself to iron teeth and be mashed by the beast of crime, poverty, and desperation.
Victor made a noble choice. Perhaps he is the reason that you are also frequently making these types of choices.
Maybe, but it's still there.
It never leaves.
No, you're right about that.
We are a mausoleum of our worst choices and the blessings of others.
It would appear that that is the case. Let's do another one.
As you wish.
And as you head towards the next pool, we shall end our stream tonight. For it is 10 o'clock, and there are places that must be gone to and things that must be done and performed. So we shall raid someone at this point. We're going to raid GM Robert Hartley upon this fine evening. He's playing Baldur's Gate 3. I've met this fellow in real life. He played in a game I ran at Spookers a little while ago. So yeah, great guy, and say hello. We are going to raid in 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Great stream, team, says Wolfskin Witch. Have a good weekend ahead. Until next week. Yeah, we shall continue next week where we left off.
Thank you,
don't
Wolfskin
forget,
Witch.
I am going to fix that link for the Gaming for Charity business in the next 24 hours, I promise. So if you want to donate to a good cause, they are a good cause. Also, I have finished building my website, so please go and check it out, www.rollstream.com, our website, in fact. /Vaingate, you'll find all of these guys' profiles and their pictures and such like. And soon, when they send me their bios, there will be, more accurate bios instead of just the rough ones that I've written, which are kind of just me taking the piss out of them, really.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, and there may be some links and things too to their own things. Who knows? You might even get your own pages and stuff. So yeah, web famous now. Yes, please. Okay, so yeah, rollstream.com, and you can email me at rkdm@rollstream.com if you are so inspired to do so. We have a Discord server and some other stuff, so please check out the links and things in the About section down below. And we're going to raid in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, folks.
All right, and stream is ending. Woof, we're out. Okay.
Cool.
Nice work, guys.